I'm drunk wicked.
Oh, smooth. Excellent. Attaboy.
Come here, sissy.
Alright, welcome back to part 3. We got Pandemic's got a 3-1 lead over Muscle Milk and Moolians right now. Now, as I was saying a little bit in the last part, we got the ESEA LAN Finals coming up soon in March. It's the first time that there's going to be LAN finals for an ESEA season, and that's going to be really exciting. LAN is really the future of where competitive FPS is need to look, bringing people together in real life, not just in the game. So now Pandemic's coming out of Garage again, both soldiers jumping up. Once more, both soldiers kind of leaving the medic. Kermit going way aggressive, jumping the other team's railing. Scout coming in on CB here. Good defense though right now. Nice pill by Ducky. Phantom was going for that health pack, and Ducky just, knew what was going on. Threw a pill over there and took him out. Muscle Milk's kind of in tough shape here though. They only got 3 players. Uber is forced to pop. Starting to come out with it though. They're a little late though. It's starting to fade. And Ducky jumps over the top, throws some stickies out, but now the Uber is popped for Pandemic, and really no danger. But Ducky is still behind the team right now, but it looks like the rest of Pandemic is just going to keep the pressure on it and keep working in. And they're trying to get that combo taken care of. Here comes Ducky though. Oh, and Fragile gets taken down by Stam Jelly actually. Ducky putting a lot of pressure on, but Fragile not quite able to stay in there. And only just 2 up for Pandemic. One-on-one. Fastfire and Phantom. Not sure where Phantom's at, though. Fastfire's got the point stop. Yeah, nice kill by Fastfire. Really using the corners there and the splash damage from the rockets. And Muscle Milk and Moolians point, as you can see from the nifty floating cap logo. Looks like Muscle Milk and Moolian just checking things out. They know that Pandemic's had a chance to respawn, that they're not going to be able to get out there, but just holding yard right now and hanging out. I got the garage door stickied up. And they actually, looks like Ducky put 5 stickies over here, so he's got 3 on the garage. Both teams being cautious, building Uber. We're probably going to see a bit of a stalemate here. A bit of spam coming in. Probably next to X Television, you guys will see is a recap from the PDX LAN TF2 finals. Certainly a bit of a small event, and it took place back in January. But I was there personally, and it was a lot of fun. So it'll be a quick episode, but it'll be good times. So both teams hanging out here. They have Uber, but Pandemic's just hanging out, and this was a really long stalemate. So thankfully the post-production of X Television works out, and I'm doing a little fast forwarding here. You can watch the clock as we go through here. Right now we're at 7:40, now we're at 6, and this is the next interesting thing that happens. Bloodsire is running Spy. You see he just barely shimmers when he gets past that handcart, and Phantom saw it as well. I talked to some of the Pandemic guys after the match, and Phantom saw something flicker and barely grazed Bloodsire, and then kind of guessed where he was and gave him a headshot, a Left 4 Dead Crown style. And you can see on the clock we're at 2 minutes here, so this stalemate's been going on for 6 minutes. But Muscle Milk and Moolians gets a pick on TLR. Now Wonderwall, is getting behind the team here, picks up a health pack. Checking his different angles. He's going through this side here. Scout sees him though. Gets on top of him, and really a weird death there. It was a meat shot from above, but I'm not sure why it credited that as a world death. Now Muscle Milk and Moolians trying to push in here, but their Scout and their Devilman goes down. Now the Scout for Pandemic pressuring Muscle Milk quite a bit. CB has to pop. Turns into a bit of a wasted Uber. They were right to push in once they had that advantage, and the soldiers were down for Pandemic. But they lost 2 people right at the beginning of that push. The Demo Man and one of their scouts, and then they couldn't defend themselves. They didn't have any offense. They had to fall back. Pandemic pushed them, and Muscle Milk lost their Uber there. So now Pandemic with a huge advantage here, pushing again. We got Bloodsire sniping, but TLR takes the shot, and then the Fragile just pops his Uber. Not going to mess around with Bloodsire. He goes back into spawn and changes to Scout. One of the Muscle Milk soldiers really getting launched high there. He's still alive though. Still a couple people from Muscle Milk trying to rally around the point. We got a Demo Man's trying to throw his stickies on there, but he can't stop it. He actually switched to pills there, to the regular grenade launcher to try and kill Fragile, but to no avail. As you can see, we got the halftime here since Pandemic hit 4 wins. That was also part of the reason for their stalemate since halftime was coming up. And you can see Pandemic looks a whole lot more unique in their light blue uniforms. That's kind of how the state of my team uniforms are. Some of the teams look a lot better on one color than the other. Complexity's red uniforms, for example, are pretty sweet. And now both soldiers coming up here for Pandemic again. Very nice air shot there by, I'm not sure if that was Wonderwall or TLR. Somebody from Pandemic. You can see Muscle Milk here got a crits, but their first crit sticky gets stuck on the door. Now he gets blasted away from their medic and disconnected. TLR up top on that rally, laying down some punishment. We got Fastfire here still on the containers here for Muscle Milk. Really the only one left in this area. Dodging some rockets, jumping in, trying to get the Fragile, who actually still had full health, hadn't taken any shots yet. And now Pandemic's going to keep their push on. And they got a 20% Uber advantage here as CB just getting spawned. So again, probably going to keep the tempo up here. They could seal this win here if they take this round. Muscle Milk trying to defend it. Ducky gets a kill on Phantom, but gets too far away from his medic and gets taken out. You know, if you have no Uber, you really can't get too aggressive there. He just pushed into the whole team, and you know they kind of scattered, gave him the impression that he was safe, and then just jumped right back on him. Pandemic's just about to get their Uber. 50% advantage on Muscle Milk here. It's going to be tough defense here for Muscle Milk. Sticky's coming over the top here. Now the Uber pop. Class is going in. CB gets taken out. This could be it. One scout left on the point. Gets Kermit, but the rest of the team's on him. There's a back cap going on, but they stack it, and that's it. Pandemic wins 5-1. Excellent match from Pandemic. You know, Muscle Milk and Moolians were a little off rhythm. You know, Granary is a tough map. They're playing it pretty passive. And also, you know, they didn't have one of their starting soldiers, but very impressive work from Pandemic. And they're looking like they're clicking very well going into the LAN finals. And both teams, you know, looking really good for their standings to get into the playoffs. And, you know, that should be really exciting. So Pandemic, Muscle Milk and Moolians, and Evil Geniuses and Complexity. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you next time, next episode of X Television. Tell your friends, spread the word, and play friendly. Thanks, guys. Peace.